all the go backs, I tidied up the storage room, I went off, okay? And by the time I clocked out, my department looked amazing. Fast forward to the next day, and both Mark and I are opening, and the store manager was giving us the rundown from the previous day. And apparently, my department made a ton of money, right? Way over projection. So of course, he's complimenting Mark on doing a great job and still managing to keep the department clean so that I had a easy close. So now I'm standing there thinking, this dude ain't do jack. You better give me some credit. I made those sales. I cleaned the department. I better get some recognition. But Mark just took all the praise. Didn't show me any type of love for carrying the team like LeBron in the fourth. And that's when I decided that I hate this dude. You know, if you want to finesse the system, suck up to the bosses, jerk off all day in other departments, and gossip like a teenage girl, fine. But give me my goddamn credit. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a page out of Mark's book, and I'm gonna start big chillin'. Cause I get paid the same regardless, and if I can't get my pat on the back at least, I'm gonna take a sat in the back and play on my phone. But here's the funny thing about that. When I stopped working as hard, my life got harder. Because you may not get credit when you make everything go right, but when things go wrong, best believe everybody's pointing their finger at you. And I try not to be the blame other people, point fingers kind of guy. So I wasn't about to start complaining to the store manager about Mark, especially since I knew that Mark had spent the last year greasing this dude up. So after I realized that not working hard on the clock wasn't getting me the sense of justice that I wanted, I went back to working hard, but this time for me. You know, I didn't care if I wasn't gonna get the credit. I still wanted it, but if I didn't get it, whatever. Mark continued being Mark, and that's how things went for a while. And I thought that's how things were gonna stay. But one day, I hear that Mark is putting in his 2 weeks. Apparently, he thought he was gonna get some promotion, but turns out that upper management saw that Mark was a poser and gave the position to someone else. I guess he didn't like that. So eventually he leaves, leaving his job up for grabs. And guess who gets promoted
to being the new
department
supervisor?
This other guy who was there longer than me, but yeah, he was a good worker, so fine. But then he left like a few months later, and then I became the department supervisor. And right before I quit, I was getting interviewed for that same promotion Mark wanted. So moral of the story, if you ever have the displeasure of working with someone who doesn't pull their own weight, or you feel like you're not getting credit for your work, just because they aren't telling you doesn't mean they don't see it. And as long as you work hard for working hard's sake,
And I know nobody's gonna watch this, so it's no point in streaming. To be honest, I'm sorry for wasting anyone's time. So, like, I just wish you have a good day, and goodbye.